welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. I just want to say welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers, and thank you to everybody who has dropped comments below any of my videos this month for your chance to win a free reading with me. I want to congratulate last week's winner, and I'm going to be drawing another name this week, so be sure to drop your comment below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, or if you're just kind of popping over for the first time. I would love to read for you. And all you have to do is drop any comment, even an emoji, for your chance to win. And I will notify you if you're chosen the winner via the comment section. So be sure to keep your eye on your notifications. I am still waiting actually to hear back from a recent winner that was like a month ago. So you might want to check your notifications if you haven't dropped me comments in the past, because I still do have someone that I'm still waiting to hear back from. But I'm going to be drawing some new names, so be sure to drop your comment below. Even if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you join our beautiful soul family here by subscribing. I do pick a card readings on this channel, and I try to release at least a couple of times a week, so keep checking back to see content that you like. And if you also have suggestions about content that you would like to see covered on the Tarot Cottage, please drop those comments below as well, and that would serve as a entry for the free tarot reading, so you can kill two birds with one stone with that comment. But for today's pick a card topic, please pull up and get cozy. We're going to have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather around my table. I like to make an inclusive space here where we all feel welcomed to share our human experience. For today's topic, we're looking at the person on your mind. Are they coming back, and will you two get back together? So this could be somebody that you dated in the past, or maybe it almost got off the ground, but it never quite did get there. So is this person coming back into your life? Will you have a relationship with this person either again or for the first time? What is the future? So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one with the yellow flower and the star. Pile number two with the pink or red flower, I guess, with the justice. And pile number three with the white flower and the Empress. Whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting from Spirit, and I'm going to jump into pile number one. Again, today we're looking at a connection on your mind. Are they coming back to you? Will you get back together? Pile number one. Hello, pile number one. You were drawn to the yellow flower, or to the star energy. Aquarius, the person on your mind, are they coming back? Will you get back together? Now, the star really speaks about hope. It can also speak about a healing cycle. So there's a little bit of a mixed bag in the message that's coming in right this moment. It definitely prioritizes our own healing focus. So your guides are always going to prioritize yourself, your healing focus in the present moment, regardless of what's to come, because that's setting a beautiful stage or a beautiful example of self-love that you hope to achieve in the future, perhaps with this person on your mind, or overall in future connections as well. Perhaps you are an Aquarius energy, or maybe this person could be an Aquarius energy. But it's just an indication of the potential, but also potential for you. So they don't want you to feel like either way. They're saying you're going to be okay either way. But let's take a look here. Is this person coming back to pile number one, please? Will they get back together? Will they be in a relationship in the future of this connection? Just going to kind of bring that back a bit so we have a little more space. So we do have the Three of Swords coming out first. So it's the heartbreak, the disappointment. I feel like it's on your mind quite a bit here. And there's this feeling about the truth regarding that painful ending or the painful experience that you had in the past with this person. It's still on your mind. You're still thinking about it. And there could even be a factor of like somebody who hurt you very badly. Like they could have stabbed you in the back in some type of way. And it's like this message about, I keep hearing that one song where she talks about how you're the one that causes me pain, but you're also the one that wipes the tears away. Like that's what it feels like. We have the Nine of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I also feel like in some regards, like in some aspects of your life, you may be doing like better than ever when it comes to, you know, your focus, your goals, yourself. I feel like there's almost like a revenge body out there somewhere or somebody's really working on themselves, maybe going to the gym, or really focusing on self-care in a lot of different respects. Not that your focus hasn't been on perhaps what you want here, reunions, and maybe that's part of the trigger or part of the prompting energy. That's why maybe you've started this process of really taking care of yourself in hopes that, you know, if this comes back around, they're going to see what they were missing. But really what Spirit is saying about this period of time for you, where you're instigating change for yourself and focus on yourself, that this is supposed to really shine a full spectrum on you and on the value of you and on you being the focus of the movie at this moment in time. They want you to move into this period of like, I'm better than sliced bread. Anyone who is involved with me is a lucky person. That's what they want to establish in you in this in-between. Because they want to sort of split the script about who's the prize here. They want to kind of prioritize you as who's the prize here. It might be you as the surprise or as the prize. We have here the Temperance. We have the Five of Wands as well. There's your High Priestess. And I'm going to clarify this as we go forward. So clarifying, please, the Three of Swords. Are they coming back? Will you get back together? We have the Seven of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. I keep hearing that Pussycat Doll song. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to fast. Like, I just keep hearing that song. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. We have the King of Pentacles. I just saw the Justice as well with the Strength. So Libra and Leo energy. We also have here the Knight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Now, what I'm really feeling here for you, pile one, is first of all, I do feel that there's going to be options for you when it comes to this person. I don't feel like it's the end between the two of you. I feel like there's going to be some type of reunion energy between the two of you, but there's a lot for you to consider, because I keep hearing call a spade for someone watching. So some of the pain that they've caused in the past, sometimes our emotional attachment to something or a desire in our heart, a wish in our heart, can compete with the logic of what we've gone through or what this person has put us through. So they just want to bring that up to someone who's watching about what did they put you through, and would you want to revisit that? Like, if this person didn't change at all, would you be comfortable with moving into an abundant timeline with them? If they never changed an iota during this in-between, and if you're the only one that's growing, would you still be sort of green lighting the opportunity? Because your higher self here says you know something deep inside of you in relation to this person and in relation to what you feel like is possible in the future. It's like maybe you have kind of an inclination of, they're going to come back around. Like, they're going to come back around. There's a part of you that knows that you're worthy of abundance. There's a part of you that knows that there's something special about you, and that this person does see it in some capacity too, but that they turn their back on it in some type of way. But they want you to tap into that belief. They want you to tap into that belief because you're going to need it when this person does come charging in. I feel like there's jealousy associated with this, or some type of temptation. And so there's this feeling about, again, you really looking great and you really prioritizing yourself, and just that makes them feel vulnerable. If they look at you online, if they're keeping tabs on you, for instance, if they run into you in the street, if you communicate with them at all, because some of you may still be communicating with this person in some fashion. This is going to trigger or prompt them to want to come back towards you, because they're going to see something amazing slipping out of their fingers. And that's where your intuition and your ego are going to be battling it out in the future of this connection. We have the Ten of Pentacles, because you're going to get sort of what you want when it comes to new beginning offerings, or in the very least, more momentum in the future of this connection. And for some of you, you may actually choose to go into a timeline with this person that creates security. For some of you, I do feel like there's going to be a second chance here. A second chance where you are giving it another shot. Spirit just wants you to trust your intuition when you go through that chapter, because they also want to prioritize that there's a difference between security in a physical sense and emotional security. And that's what they want you to prioritize at this time. They're saying that even if you move into a new timeline with this person in the future, you may feel like you're kind of holding yourself back from some of that emotional development as well. So they just want you to have your eyes wide open with the momentum that's coming, because I feel like you're going to get the desires of your heart. You're going to have this person coming back towards you. You're going to get the opportunity. You're going to have more communication. You're going to have opportunity to revisit the past. And it'll come down to your choice and your decision about whether you think it's possible to move into a fruitful new beginning. And in this in-between, and I'm going to try to get a timeline, a general timeline in a moment, but in this in-between phase, while you're prioritizing yourself, you're doing a great job, first of all. You're doing a great job. You're righting some imbalances within you. You're righting some of this emotional war that this person's creating for you, and you're establishing independence. Your actions are creating a lack of distraction, but it's acting as a distraction to your person. And so that's what's going to prompt them to come back. But in this in-between, you're developing such a strong sense of self. And within that sense of self, there's healing already going on. There's rebalance already going on for you. And so there's a call to action from your guides to not jump to conclusions or not jump at the chance. Establish your grounding, establish your focus. And also position yourself in a place where you have boundaries with this person as well. So they just don't want you to rush forward. They want you to take your time with the decision. They want you to take your time with the offer coming in as well, so that you can establish whether or not this is the launching pad this time around to propel the two of you into more. And for some, there's definitely more there. There's definitely more. There could even be commitment cycles coming in for you in the future of this connection. But the Six of Pentacles tells us that we reap what we sow. You know, it's about correcting imbalances. And if we did experience some imbalances in the past and we were receiving things that maybe we didn't deserve to receive, if they were giving us, you know, energy that we didn't want in the past, there needs to be some adjustment there so we don't end up right back where we started. I feel a lot of momentum towards more here. There's more coming. This is not the end of the story for this connection. But they're very proud of how you are prioritizing your healing and your focus right now, even if it started because you wanted to kind of prove to this person that you're worthy. You didn't have to prove anything. It was almost like you're proving it to yourself in this in-between. It says magic works through you. Scarab beetle spirit. Whenever I see the scarab beetle, I think about those dung beetles that push things uphill. So it's like pushing up the hill. It's like a laborious energy. We also have here freedom of choice. Freedom is yours, horse spirit. You're going to get the choice to decide how you want to proceed in the future of this connection, because I feel like there's going to be further opportunity, further communication. And even this person coming back saying, you know, I think I'm ready for commitments now. I'm ready to lock you down now. Like they come back with like an intention, a purpose. But the spirit says, make them prove it. Make them take some time showing you the ways that they're going to continue to develop this connection. Back of the deck says, let it shine, the peacock spirit. And I do think about the peacock with the King of Pentacles. So your person could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus, perhaps. They don't have to be, of course. We have a lot of Leo energy here as well. But I always think about that. It's about letting it shine. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to take their masks off. They're going to have to be more emotionally vulnerable. They're going to have to deal with some of the ruminations of the past, or the vibrations that they've left standing in the past of pain. But I feel like they're coming forward. So let's ask for a general collective timeline here. When is this person coming forward, please? When will they see a shift or change in the connection? Ace of Pentacles within the year. Within the year, so within the next 12 months, for the majority of the collective, you're going to see opportunity. There's going to be communication that opens up. But as I said, I feel like for someone watching, you're still communicating with this person, even if it's just a little bit. I feel like maybe they are, like maybe it's like one-word answers, or it's like you text them and they don't text back for a couple of days. Like it's like space has been requested. We also have here the Five of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Fool. And we have the Magician in reverse. So don't waste this opportunity, Spirit says. Don't let it go to waste. This period of feeling left out. Feeling like and Spirit says when we stop focusing on this and start focusing on ourselves, we're going to recognize that maybe we were using this connection a little bit like a crutch at that time. But within the year, Spirit says, the minimum 1 to 3 months, the maximum about 12 months for the collective. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Are they coming? Whoops. Missed the bowl. Ace of Swords. Missed the bowl again. Here we have the King of Cups. We have the Tower. We have the Ace of Swords. And the Tower is reversed. So I do feel like the Divine Masculine here is going to kind of try to slip back in so he avoids permanent change, avoids permanent disaster. It's like he doesn't want to close the door completely. So I do feel like for someone watching, there could have been almost a discussion where we decided to take some type of break. And it might have been instigated by the Divine Masculine at this time, but there's going to be epiphanies or a clarity or further information that you're going to require, or that they're going to require, and they're going to come forward seeking from you with a fresh perspective. It's like they're going to say, I have this fresh perspective. I know where I went wrong. I know where we need to apply new strength. In the bowl today, we have the letter L. Also the letter S here, and we have the when. When are they going to call us? Because our heart is in tangles. We have here the divine feminine with attraction. We have intelligence of Gemini energy with Scorpio. We also have here world energy, unfinished business for the divine feminine. There's internet energy surrounding you too, so they could be watching you at this time. We have the butterfly of transformation, and we do have the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So there's this feeling about maybe Catholicism, looking or praying a lot, maybe during this period of time too, but not being deterred by the thorns amidst the roses. That there's always benefits to every passage of time. We have here 2 commandments from the Bible. One says, thou shalt not make graven images. So don't put this person on a pedestal that they don't deserve to be on. They want you on that pedestal. That's where they want that focus. We also have here a commandment that says, I am the Lord thy God. If God be for you, who can be against you? Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. I'm praying for you. And if you would love to, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. And please drop a comment below for your chance to win a free reading if you do. Be sure to hit your notification bell. I also have links below for my Instagram page where I just, post silly things, but I also have a link for my Etsy account where I do sell private readings. So be sure to check that out if you're interested as well. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the red rose or to the Justice card, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they coming back to you? Will you get back together with this person? What will the future hold here? You were drawn to the red rose of empowerment. Here is Foxy Cleopatra, a whole lot of woman here with the Justice energy. So Libra, it's speaking about the truth of you. It's speaking about your position, about how you should feel very confident in your position, first of all, regardless, because this is who you are. And she's guarding. There's a fire lit behind her. She's guarding those pillars. So she gets to decide who goes in and who goes out. So there's this beautiful energy about decision, about choice, and about you sort of realizing the value within yourself in this moment. And just look at how gorgeous that woman is. What was it? Pam Grier. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's take a look here. Are they coming back to pile number 2, please? Will they get back together? Just saw the King of Cups. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the Moon. I also feel like maybe you're playing the field right now, or maybe you want to play the field a little bit at this time. We have Scorpio energy. We have the 3 of Swords. Oh, we got the 3 of Cups coming out with the 3 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. And I feel like, I feel like you have this, maybe like an attitude about it, and it's in a very positive way. It's like, I'm not going to wait around. I'm heartbroken, yes, but I'm going to go out. So you may be spending a lot of time with your friends to try to ease the pain of that sting, but there's still that attachment energy, right? It's like you're trying really hard to be strong, to be a force to be reckoned with, but we can't deny, the heart wants what the heart wants. And so it's like you're in this in-between phase of like, what is going to happen in the future? Should I keep holding space for this opportunity? Because I feel like also, again, amidst some of this pain, you're celebrating, or you're going out with other people, or you're having fun with friends, or you're trying to focus on abundant mindsets because you're smart and you're logical, and you know that wasting time, really kind of feeling sorry in this emotional aspect, doesn't serve you in a positive way. You have the 3 of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups. And I'm going to clarify this as we go forward here. Now, the 2 of Pentacles here is this eventual energy of the in-between, of feeling imbalanced, working on that, focusing on other things. You could be focusing on the work realm as well, like throwing yourself into work right now. And holding space. Maybe, again, maybe you're busy doing things. Maybe you're not waiting around, which is a beautiful thing. Maybe you're exploring other options at this time. But you're still holding a little bit of space for this person. We have the King of Cups coming in the reversal. They're talking about this person in the past perhaps being a little bit emotionally manipulative. Or maybe you had to deal with that. You have the 9 of Pentacles. I almost just seen you at a concert too. So maybe you're going out with friends, you're going to concerts. Justice, Libra energy. The Fool. And we have the 6 of Coins. Back of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. Now, I want to clarify as we go forward here a little bit, because I'm getting this energy around communication that is going to open up for you. For some, this communication is going to open up even within a month's time. Like, it's not going to be a very long delay at all. For others, there could be a slighter delay for that communication to come in. But the thing is that by the time this communication comes in, regardless if it's a month, regardless of whether it's 6 months from now, Spirit says you're in a new position. It's like maybe they got you when you were weak. It's like they kicked you when you were down. You went through a period of ill health, a period of depression at that time. But because of what you have been accomplishing, even in this in-between, because you've been going out, because you've been focusing on your independence, because you've been focused on your goals, this is creating a very strong message to the universe about you and about your balance and about how good you feel about yourself moving forward here. I feel like there is a security that exists in you. There's a loyalty that you kind of feel towards yourself in the present moment that's going to compete with any opportunity. Here's the 4 of Cups. Because to be honest with you, there's the Empress. There's the Page of Swords. I feel like this person could be watching you, or maybe you're watching this person. I feel like it's just a matter of time before maybe there's further communication between the two of you. And we do have the 10 of Pentacles here, but when I supported it, we had the 6 of Coins. Then we also had the 4 of Cups with the Empress energy. It's like she's feeling secure. She's feeling secure and smug in her position because maybe she's getting more communication. Maybe she's getting an offer, but the offer feels risky. And Spirit's kind of tempting you towards other designs because in this moment, the 4 of Cups comes in, an offer comes in, but the arms are crossed. They're seated. They're being passive. They're ignoring the offer. And you may ignore the offer. You may be in a new solid foundation. You may be sort of starting something new for yourself. Expansion, like there's more. It's like you're jumping out of your comfort zone before this person comes back around. And so you may be moving into a new flirtation, into new expansion. And I don't think you're committing to anybody in that moment. It's like it's just a flirtation when you throw yourself into it. You're tempted by something else. But by the time this person comes back towards you, that offer is boring. The old offer is boring. You're already in a new relationship, or you're already feeling solid in your position. You're feeling great in the future. But the 10 and the 6 corresponds to the 16 of the Tower. And so there's permanent changes in you. There's permanent changes that lead to permanent epiphanies and permanent change for this connection and also for you moving forward. It's like your opinion of this person changes. Your opinion of what's possible in the future changes as well. Now, obviously, you know, the tarot reading offers us a general energy surrounding the collective based on present energies. And so there are going to be some that are watching that are going to choose to enter into this connection. And actually, there's a very similar energy towards pile number 1 with pile 2, because they're talking about opportunity that will be presented, and you're going to have to make the decision. Again, are you ready to go back towards that? Are you ready to go back towards something in the past? And the 6 of Pentacles says sometimes they contributed to a lack of mental health in you. Sometimes there was emotional manipulation, maybe some gaslighting that went on. And they're not trying to call this person a gaslighter. We will sometimes develop those types of skills when we're arguing with other people because that's what we learn. You know, that's the environment we came from. So they're not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but they are trying to say that we experienced something that was negative in the past here. Emotional manipulation, someone who wasn't emotionally available to us in the very least. And we can't forget about that when the opportunity comes back in. Did we feel like we were emotionally ignored? Did we feel like we weren't prioritized in the past of that connection? Because if we do choose to go into an opportunity here with an offer, Spirit says that there's going to have to be adjustments and a reapplication of strength to what they were applying in the past, which means that you're going to have to observe that change. But I feel like for the collective energy, you're not going to want to move into a new relationship with this person. I feel like it might be an opportunity for you, but you may already be in another connection by the time this opens up for you. Will they get back together? But the choice will be yours, but permanent change will have to be a part of that new beginning. And there's a similarity to pile 1, because even when pile 1, there's a possibility for commitment cycles for you. And there are commitment cycles for you in the future. That is just your birthright, your timeline. You are moving into a committed cycle. But it'll be your decision whether it's this person or new energy. And loyalties will have to be tested here. Freedom. Freedom is yours. This card came in pile 1 too, actually. Could be a message waiting for you there in pile 1. And act as if, chameleon. And that's what I feel like you're doing right now. It's like I'm getting this really strong sense of like Rihanna when she was in that interview and they asked her what she does when she's not confident. And she's like, pretend. What else am I supposed to do? I have to pretend. And that's what Spirit says you're doing right now. You're acting as if you're trying to find joy in the journey. And maybe like the chameleon, you're just changing your gaze based on your environment. Maybe when you're with your friends, you're really abundant and you're feeling really good and you're telling them how good you feel and how free you feel. But then maybe when you're alone, you're really sad. Like, you know, like there's this feeling about acting as if you're feeling great, acting as if you're feeling abundant and balanced. And going out on a limb in that way, like going out on a limb and taking a risk perhaps in the very near future with a attraction that you're going to establish, or you could be establishing right this moment. You could be in a talking phase with someone else in this present moment. Back of the deck says 21, Dove Spirit, be peace. And that's what they say, be the peace. The 21 is the world. It's the solution. I feel like there's going to be communication that comes in online a little bit for some, well, for most here. And they say that you need to be the peace so that you can launch yourself from that position when this reunion happens, when the opportunity presents for you. Advice for pile number 2, please. We have here potential. The littlest key can open the heaviest door. So there's still potential in the future of this connection and it will be realized. But never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. So they want you to retreat with what you've learned or what you're going to observe and not jump to any sort of conclusion or not jump to any action. A rolling stone gathers no moss, and keep moving forward. Whatever you're doing, keep it up, especially only if it's a positive energy. But whatever you're doing in the positive aspect to maintain your focus, to try to fake it till you make it even, Spirit says keep going. It says adapt and you will get yourself where you want to be. Regardless, you have abundance coming. Regardless, you have communication or commitment cycles coming and everything that encompasses. So the adaptation, everything about this connection is all about adaptation. They all have to adapt. The energies will have to adapt if the two of you choose to enter into a new commitment. But also adaptation if you choose to leave this behind and go in with a new person coming forward. And for someone watching, that's a very real possibility for you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Advice for pile number 2 for the future of this connection. Ace of Swords. I think that came in the bowl as well for pile number 1. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Now, there's a difference between this Queen of Cups and this King of Cups. She's this way, he's this way. It feels like yin-yang balance. So I feel like this is like a prompt or a trigger, like maybe a twin flame energy that's coming in. And I feel like there's a lot of emotion between the both of you. There's a lot of investment from you. This person perhaps has a lot of investment towards you as well. And there's this feeling about thinking that we were perfect for each other in the past. But then we have this Ace of Swords, which is a stinging energy and a reality. It's like maybe we haven't completely faced that tower, that revelation yet, but Spirit says there's more revelations and clarity coming in from this person, but also because of this person or in relation to this person. We have the letter G. We have here the Pearl of Wisdom with the curled shell. I do think about the High Priestess and the Empress energy and really listening to the notes of that intuition when the opportunity opens up. Whale tail, surrender. We have the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, the King and Queen here, the Mom and Dad of the deck. They're talking about expression, both of you expressing yourselves fully. So there's going to be expression to you from this person, and that's your opportunity to be vulnerable back and to express yourself. We have here 2 commandments from the Bible. Again, 2 commandments from the Bible. This says, thou shalt not kill, or thou shalt not steal. And we also have, I am the Lord thy God, which was in the first pile. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Drop your comment below if you would like a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so. You can also check out my links for Instagram below or for Etsy, where I do offer personal readings. If you go there, they do sell out quickly, but be sure to check back because I do update the shop every single day on weekdays. But I would love to have you come here and join me again at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the White Rose or to the Empress, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, are they coming back? Will you get back together with this person? What does the future hold? The Empress is the most abundant energy in the deck. She's abundance manifested. She is everything beautiful about the Divine Feminine. You don't have to be the Divine Feminine to relate to her because she's all about energy. She's just about the abundance that lies within you. And she feels very solid in her position. She looks very relaxed in her position as well. So let's take a look here at what to expect in the future of this connection. Will they reach out? Are they coming back? Will they get back together? We have the 5 of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. I saw her chair as a wicker chair, so they're talking about flexibility. We have the Ace of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. We have the Lovers. Back of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands. I'm going to clarify this as we go forward here. Are they coming back? Will you get back together? We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles with the World. I did just hear this really strong message about a matter of time. It's like it's only a matter of time. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And the truth is that I almost feel that someone's watching or someone's communicating with this person already. Like two of you may already be in open communication right now. So maybe you're not together, but you might be talking to this person. And there's this opportunity even here in the in-between, if you're not talking to this person, to sort of sort things out in your own mind, to sort things out between what you gave versus what you received, to sort out conflict, to sort out reasons why perhaps we invested in the conflicts that we did and the reasons why. Like there's just opportunities to clear out the clutter in this in-between, because if the 2 of you were together right now, the emotions would be too thick. You wouldn't be able to see what you're doing. You wouldn't be able to make a choice that was definitive or that was from a place of solid energy. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Very strong Gemini energy here, Aquarius or Libra as well, but very strong Gemini energy here coming from the Divine Feminine. And that's going to serve you well because Geminis are really good at making sure that they think of everything. You know, they're always, sometimes they overthink, sometimes it makes them have a difficult time making a choice, but there is a choice coming in for you. And I do feel like you're going to be moving into a relationship with this person. I feel like there's more expansion coming. I feel like there's almost a plan of action coming of how we're going to make things better, how we're going to push through obstacles, how we're going to communicate more. Like I feel like there could be solutions coming in during this period of in-between for you. Maybe you're communicating with other people, maybe you're doing a lot of reading, maybe you're talking to this person about what's possible in the future. And there's this feeling about patience and about taking our time to achieve our goals and taking our time to invest. Here with the 7 of Pentacles, really taking time to consider. So this could be almost a break for someone watching. It doesn't have to be, of course, but if you could be on a break from this connection, you could still be in contact with this person, but be on a break. And that's not an overarching theme, but please take it as it resonates to your situation. I feel like there's a decision at hand, and I feel like you're trying to make it from the best point of view possible, which is beautiful, which is why your Empress is here. That there are obstacles in this connection from the past, but they're not insurmountable. They're based on fear of being ourselves or fear of not belonging, and so we kind of clam up sometimes during arguments, or we aren't able to be ourselves. We try to fit in sometimes in the past, but there's solutions to be had, and with determination there can be a lot more in the future of this connection. And I feel like there's going to be further opportunity for relationships. I feel like you might get back together here with the Lovers and start to perhaps build upon that foundation with new information available, with new coping mechanisms available, a new understanding and boundaries coming in from the Queen of Swords also available to you. So I feel like there's a very good chance that you can move into a new relationship with this person. Let's get some clarifying cards here though. Can we clarify, please, the Lover's energy? We have the King of Pentacles in the reversal. I feel like there's an issue in the past with this person about being a little bit jealous and maybe didn't follow through with some things. And that's something that Spirit says, even when you go into the relationship with this person again, you're going to have to keep a watchful eye out for no follow through. Because sometimes, you know, we'll make proclamations and we'll say, this is the way that things need to change for me. And then it'll change for 24 hours. And then we have to hold our boundaries. And we can do that in a place of compassion. We don't have to just be angry at someone and be furious with them to hold compassionate boundaries, but we do have to hold them. So you may find that that could be an ongoing, or that could be an issue when the relationship opens back up, is like this fear of like, are you going to follow through with some of the energies that we promised that we would follow through from? Because I feel like you follow through, like your abundance manifested, you follow through. I also get this message about kind of needing help in the connection in the future. So for someone watching, you may decide that you want a counselor or that you want a third party to come and bear witness to the communication. So you could go into counseling, for instance, for someone. And that could help you really overcome the issues and overcome the communication energy. Because we have the Hermit and we have the King of Cups. And I feel like there's stress associated with the new beginning, especially for the Divine Masculine, that there's a stress associated with it because they don't want to be a disappointment. They don't want to disappoint you. And, you know, success will be assured here with good plans and hard work, but also vulnerability, which could really require this Divine Masculine energy to step outside of their comfort zone in ways that they never did in the past. But that's the beautiful nature of change and evolution and growth, is that we can grow collaboratively together here. And I do feel like there's a really good possibility of the two of you starting to build upon a new foundation. And a foundation that now has more solid energy surrounding the effort applied. I feel like there's been like epiphanies or revelations through communication, again, with each other or other people in the in-between here. It's like we are now seeing things from the truth, or being honest for the first time with each other. And that's going to be a priority for the future as well. I just saw the Pig card, use your mind wisely. And that's going to be very important for the Divine Feminine here when she is trying to make the definitive decision to enter into the relationship. And even once she enters into the relationship, to make sure that she's prioritizing focus over the emotional war that sometimes happens when we are really close to another person. We have here, make your dreams real. The Spider Spirit. Weave your destiny into being. I also do feel like the Divine Masculine here is a little bit intimidated by your position, your intelligence. There's just something very, I almost said provocative, but there's something very authoritative about you. There's a presence in you that makes this person a little bit intimidated. We have here, a rebirth is assured, so please surrender to it. But I always think of the bat as like a flying rat. So I think about the rat as the ego. So to go down the rabbit hole of my symbols. And so the ego here, it's like it's suspended. We're going to have to suspend the ego. We're going to have to battle some of the same conflicts in the future energies that we have battled in the past. And so we need to apply a new force there. Back of the deck says set healthy boundaries on the back of that deck. And that's going to be very important to the Divine Feminine as well, is setting healthy boundaries and maintaining them. Because again, sometimes we feel like we can't maintain boundaries unless we're really mad. You know, it's the only time we feel like we can really speak our mind is if we're really mad. Self-care, tend to your garden, regardless of the future. You need to be the focus of the movie. And transform, rise above any situation to become the best version of you. And that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what this is really speaking of. It's like the relationship is secondary to the growth that they're seeing within you because of the obstacles that you're fighting through in this emotional war that you're in. And that's what they're seeing. They're seeing you rising above any situation to become the best version of you. And this can also encompass, again, other people joining you on that beautiful journey. There's no use looking for luck. It's going to arrive at unexpected time. Opportunity in this connection is just going to knock. It could already be knocking. The two of you may be communicating about future opportunities in the present moment. And I feel like it's going to move into a very abundant timeline of relationships. So let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Queen of Cups. The 9 of Swords is reversed in this moment, and they're really speaking about kind of letting go of some of that limiting energy. It's like letting it go so that we can be free of it. Letting go of burdens that no longer carry us. Not taking on other people's emotional labor. That's something that Spirit says will be a priority for the Divine Feminine moving forward. And I feel like there's this stark, distinct difference between how you were in the past of this connection and how you're going to apply your force in the future of this connection, because we have the Queen of Cups here, and we've been really focused on the Queen of Swords throughout this reading, even here with the back of deck energy being Queen of Swords. So a lot of air elements here. But your heart space is invested. And so that's why the challenge is still going to be there for you to compete with what the heart wants versus the head, versus the mind, versus the boundaries that you're setting for yourself and the expectations that you do expect for this person to rise to. Now, it's never, when we have expectations over other people, it's never their responsibility to jump through those hoops. But we can set sort of a standard or a boundary of what we want, and then we can observe it. With love in our hearts, we can observe whether or not that boundary is going to be respected. And then we can choose if we're going to walk away at that moment. We have another card. My hand stuck to it, but it's a blank card. I feel like all of these cards are starting to lose their face. I might have to take them out. We also have here the 10 of Pentacles. I do feel like security is an option in the future of this connection, maybe commitment cycles. We're building upon this 3 of Pentacles, and that can carry us very far. The F, the Queen of Swords with the owl, and the screwdriver. I think about mending things, but I think about painful energies, like screwing something in. We also have the slow handsaw. And we have the Divine Feminine who is healing, journeying into wholeness. Again, regardless of conditions, regardless of who's by your side, you are that Empress. You are abundant. We have good luck on your side. We also have here the stethoscope, hospital nursing connection. You could be some type of healer, but they're also speaking about the heart chakra, healing the heart chakra, opportunity to do so. And 2 blank cards, which is really speaking about creative accountability on both ends. So both of you have creative accountability on where this connection moves in the future and in your own experience. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. I'm praying for you, and please drop your comment below if you're interested in receiving a free tarot reading from me so I can enter you in for that giveaway. You can also check out my link below for Etsy for personal reading, and if you go there and it's sold out, I just sell it quickly, but be sure to check back because I do update the shop daily. So I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage.